When I lived in the Flemington area, a female cop started a rumour about me which made my life a living hell. This cop spread malicious rumours about me. She went around telling people that I was trying to steal people's husbands, and that allegation turned me into the local punching bag. It was disturbing to see how gullible people were and what they were willing to believe just because of something they were told by a psycho cop. Housewives would yell at me, ostracize me, follow me, and watch me when I was doing my daily activities. I also got bullied at the supermarket, and I talked about some of that in part one. I don't know why the housewives in the area were so eager to be bullies, but I think I know how this cop started the rumours about me. I used to go to Flemington Library every morning to use the internet, and one morning a male friend asked me for my phone number, and somehow that got back to the rumour spreading cop. It appears that she twisted what happened to suit her narrative and used it as an excuse to spread rumours about me. The fact that a cop knew that I gave my phone number to someone in a library was creepy. How could that cop possibly have known what I was doing in the library? I think what really happened was that cop was stalking me and watched me give out my phone number, then started that rumour about me, and obviously that's unethical and weird. Just to clarify for you all, I gave my phone number to that man because he was a dear friend of mine. Flemington Library was a social hub for those of us who couldn't afford to use the internet at home. We made friends with the librarians and with each other by meeting up at the library to use their Wi-Fi, borrow books, and just hang out. My male friend did not ask to hook up with me, and I never asked to hook up with him. There was no suggestion that we were having an affair, and even if there was, it would never have been a police issue. There was no way that that cop was justified in starting that rumour about me. I was bullied for nothing. Women I'd never met were willing to be nasty to me based on a rumour that was orchestrated by a female cop. The attitude that the cop and the housewives took towards me was that I was immoral and needed to be punished for my wrongdoing. Those women made it clear that they thought they were above me, and that was ironic considering some of the things that cops are known and rumoured to have done. There are media reports of cops moonlighting as sex workers, quitting their jobs to become sex workers, living with sex workers, having affairs with their colleagues, preying on witnesses for sexual purposes, and exploiting victims of crime for sexual purposes. There are also stories outside the mainstream media that should be raised. For example, one story I heard consistently over the years was that various female cops have worked as bondage mistresses in brothels, and I think everyone in Melbourne has heard that one. Another story I can tell you guys was about a female officer exploiting her position against a criminal to get sexual favours from him. The story was that a handsome Aboriginal man who was basically a career criminal claimed that he was being sexually exploited by a female cop who got him off charges in return for sexual favours. I have no idea if that story was true, but if it was, that would be one of the most serious examples of corruption I have heard, given that the female cop was abusing her position against a criminal, perverting the course of justice, and a host of other crimes. Another story along that vein was about a former female cop who ended up owning and working in a brothel in Melbourne. That sounds bad enough, but the story gets worse because people claim that she acquired the brothel by targeting the former owners and having them put in jail so she could take over their business. So, given the reality of the way some cops behave, you have to ask how on earth that cop from Flemington Police Station thought she was justified in turning me into the town punching bag just because I gave my phone number to a male friend.